This is a really fun road. All the like mining. Oh boy, golly. Oh boy. Easy does her over that. Uh-oh. Oh no. GunninGamerz here, back for another driver log today, this time in Nebraska. And I've got a very special truck we're going to take out today. This one is the Mack R, and you guys have seen this on this channel before, but this truck is different from all the others that we've run. This is Black Betty. Black Betty's got something under her hood that sets her apart from the other ones. This time I'm running the Detroit two-stroke engine. Now this thing is a monster. These 12Vs had 525 horsepower, and this specific version we're running has got the turbo, and it's got some injector work, which would be 630 horsepower is what they're claiming this one is. The real deal, the 12V71T, the T is for turbo, so that also has a turbo on it. And as far as I could tell, those engines weren't available in the Mack 600 like this truck is, but they were more maybe found on the 700s. What I will tell you is that this specific truck, I really honestly did not set up to haul loads. I built it just for the purpose of doing the drag races. And yes, there is a drag strip that was put in down in Texas by SCS, and we were going to have some fun down there. So I built this truck for that with a very high gear in it, and it's not maybe the best choice for the heavy hauling. However, I have found that it is a ton of fun running around and even hauling some of the heavy stuff. I will warn you though that the sound of this truck is an acquired taste for some, and you do need to slam your hand in the door before driving it. That's going to set you in the right mindset to be able to operate this truck. So the revs have to be very high. And as you can see, we're in Nebraska, the brand new state that was added here just this last week, and we are going to be pulling in to get some corn today. That's what we're going to be hauling. Now this is going to be 47,000 pounds of corn going up to Scottsbluff. It's a very short haul, so we're going to be finding another load after that of something. All right, parking brake is off, and we are going to proceed forward. Again, this truck has quite the sound to it, but that is what I enjoy most about it. I know I've got that license plate in the window too, which would not be legal, but I built this for the track, and here we are out on the farm with it. These Mack Rs found themselves on many farms, and they still are. You'll see them all the time. Can't say that I've come across one with a Detroit two-stroke in it, but I'm sure they're out there, and I'll definitely be keeping my eye out. So this is a new load dynamic that we got with Nebraska, and I believe this is happening all across the whole country now. But correct me if I'm wrong, because they might not have added it in, but I think I was under the assumption that it either was in already or it was being added. And it's a really nice little feature. It kind of reminds me of like Farming Simulator, where you just pull up and it does its filling. You don't have to press anything or do anything. You'll get the yellow trigger, and you got to fill each compartment. And as soon as it's done, it'll close the cover automatically. And I found that the cover is automatically uncovered when you pull into the lot. And there it is, synchronizing that for us. So it's really just as simple as that. And you just drive off and deliver. Now, I thought I saw in the video where we have to belly dump these, and I haven't found one yet. And I've talked to a lot of people, and they also have not found one yet. So if you guys have run across one in the map, let us know. But I have a feeling that that's something that's going to be maybe added later, because I swear that they had that in their trailer. So maybe it just wasn't ready yet. At any rate, we are going to go ahead and make our way out of the lot. Now I'm running this truck with a 5-speed, I guess is what this is. Well, technically it's 6. But it's geared really high, and so it's a little tricky trying to operate it. I'm gonna get out here and you will see why I love this truck so much. It is a lot of fun. You will pass everything except the fuel station, and literally when I'm getting on it, you will notice this fuel gauge. You can see it dropping, and I've got a pretty decent sized tank on here. I think it's a 200, 260, might be a 180. It's up there, but this thing absolutely drinks the fuel. I've got my little goat friend over there. He's kind of a little rascal, so keep an eye on him for me today. Now the route has this going up and around, and obviously I'd rather choose this way because I haven't gone on that road yet, but I'm actually going to do even longer than that. I'm gonna go all the way around here if it'll let me. All right, folks. Get ready to sit back and hold on. I'm not hauling too much weight here, so I might be able to skip the one low high gear. I guess it's low high. My goodness, look at the line of traffic. Oh man, this is gonna take a little while. I don't know, I think when they see Black Betty coming, they're gonna get the heck out of the way. Alright, we just gotta slide in between here without hitting anybody. Wow, I can't, oh, that's not good when the law's out here. I'm using my blinker, so we should be left alone. I'm really not sure why traffic is backed up so bad here. Yeah, go figure. As soon as we go and record a video, then everything's gotta get crazy on the roads. Alright, I had to find the right gear there. I don't have many of them, like I said, but I've got to use them all correctly. So I hope everybody is having a great start to their summer. We're down here in the Florida Keys right now, having a little bit of fun down here. It's been really hot, but been enjoying being inside during the hot afternoons and getting some trucking in with the World of Trucks events that have been going on, and also the Steam achievements. In fact, one of the things you got to do is haul the different types of grain in Nebraska, so what we're doing today would actually be a good one. I've already finished all mine, but if you're in need of getting some loads, you know, keep your eye out for the grain. And I think it's corn, soybean, just regular grain, and then potato. Oh, that was a little bit much. All right, we're gonna slide through here. I want to get away from all that traffic back there. Yeah, and even with nearly 50,000 pounds behind us, I mean, you can see what this truck's doing. Whoa, there was a bump. Yeah, so we've been having quite a bit of fun down here in the Keys. Like I said, been doing a little boating and snorkeling and checking out a reef, and all that has been getting me very excited for ships at sea. You guys will probably see that on the Twitch channel before this video goes up live on YouTube. If you guys haven't checked out Ships at Sea, it is an awesome game. I've been playing it for a few weeks, almost a month now, that I've had access to it. They just aren't allowing us to share that with anybody yet, and I think it's because a lot of the game isn't quite built in yet. As of the recording of this video, Ships at Sea is just hours away from releasing, so I'm eager to get this done and find out what is going to be in the final release that's coming. So again, pay attention to our twitch.tv/GunninGamerz for all all the ships at sea. It's going to be a really fun game. If you guys ever played Barents Sea Fishing and Fishing North Atlantic, that is their other games. Oh, and we want to keep going here. Like I said, this is going to be a quick one today. But I wanted to take that secret road again. So yeah, check that out. We'll be doing a lot of it, and it will be a lot of fun with multiplayer now. And it looks like we just follow the road. I think it should veer off in the dirt here pretty quick. Yeah, it looks like right up here. I found this right away when we came in here on the early access look. Whoa, 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 I almost lost it there. I had a little video when I was flying through here going super fast. I don't think I'm gonna try that today. I don't want to wreck during the video, but I actually made my first YouTube short out of that. People have been asking me if I'd ever consider doing shorts, and I know that other friends of mine who have non-gaming related YouTube channels have had lots of success with shorts on their channels. Here it is. Whoa, I hit the barrel. That's not good. Oh boy. Oh! I think I took a little damage on that. I should have probably went slower through there. My wheel is really getting aggressive here on me. This is a really fun road. All the like mining. Oh boy, golly. Oh boy. Easy does her over that. Uh-oh. Oh no. You see, that's why I sent it so hard before. Alright, it doesn't look like we're gonna make it. Yeah, the trailer's hanging there. Well, we'll try to, I don't know, lower the front and raise the back. Turn the diff lock on, that really seemed to do it. Alright, we're gonna get into a little higher reverse gear. So, note to self, don't go over the pile of logs there when you're trying not to wreck things. Seemed to help out. I was gonna raise the front, but when I did that, it seemed like it was making the back lower, and there the truck is settling itself out. But yeah, I just raised the back, lowered the front, and it seemed to kind of lift the trailer up, and I was able to get myself off of it. Always an adventure. And this is going through the Scottsbluff National Monument. Oh, that is another cop. We gotta be careful here. So yeah, I hope everybody was enjoying those shorts. I'll be doing some on the channel, but I still am obviously gonna be focusing on long form video. Trying to always come up with some different ideas for different trucks that you guys would want to see in these videos. I've actually even been looking at some payware. Just think it's time to maybe start branching out at some of the other options that are out there to kind of add some variety to these trucking videos. So if you guys have some favorites that you use, let me know. Let me know what they are and why you like them. I would feel kind of weird about passing this guy. Yeah, we better not. Looks like we got a wreck up here too. Somebody, you know what? They probably saw an animal out there and darted on the brakes, and the other guy just ran into him. Honestly, when you're around national parks, that is a real fear. I had it a couple times where we saw an animal and went to kind of stop, and you could just tell people flying through the parks are not paying attention and oblivious to any of the wildlife, and so they would almost run into the back of you. Alright, good, he's going that way. idea why this thing spools up so hard is I am letting out off the gas pedal and waiting, and then I am clutching, because with this truck I have had a really hard time trying to float the gears. I can float them on the other ones, but I think it's just it's this gearbox, and also just the way you drive this truck with you know, that you're spooling it up so much, and then having not as much range in between each gear kind of makes it a little tricky if you're trying to wait to float. A muddy river there. I think that is the Platte River. I've never been out to this part of Nebraska in real life, but if I were to go back to Nebraska, it would be the place I'd probably want to go and check out. There's nobody around. Oh, there was a truck. We're just gonna sail through that stop sign. All right, nobody coming there. It's Nebraska. You can full send through some of the stop signs, and I'm pretty sure they don't have a problem. There's nobody that lives there anyway. I've actually had quite a few people from Nebraska watching the live streams. Look at that big pile of taters. And they told me that SCS did a pretty good job on a lot of the towns and cities that they were able to put in here. So that's always good to hear for those of us who are not as familiar with the area, so that we know that we're trucking in something that looks realistic. All right, and we're all ready to deliver this one. One thing about this truck too that's kind of fun is it does push through the corners if you get on the accelerator. I've had it where I'll get on it halfway into my turn, and all of a sudden the truck will go straight. You'll end up like running into a stoplight or something. I've been into this place once before. I think it says to go in this side, so I'm gonna do that. And oh, there it is. It's hard to see on that light colored gravel there. Yes, so for some reason, like I said, I don't know why, but we're not having a belly dump like driving right over there to dump the load. So as for now, it just wants us to go ahead and shut down, and it'll take it off just like we're used to seeing. Nothing too exciting there. I made a few bucks. All right, we got our double lowboy trailer out. We're being sent down to this farm here in Scottsbluff, where we need to pick up a tractor and get it out to Grand Island. So not anything too hard here, hopefully. I don't remember what it weighs, but we'll look at the load here in just a second. Nice looking tractor. I don't know what brand that's supposed to be, but this might be part of that farm heavy load thing that they had come out a few months ago when Kansas came out. So it does say it's an oversized. We'll check it out in here. It looks like 55,000 pounds, and again, it's going to we're picking it up at Grand Pastures here in Scottsbluff and going out to Grand Island at the Evergreen, which I'm not sure if that's a farm. I think that's like a big greenhouse, so maybe they've got some fields that they take care of out there. All right, we will start her up. Looks like they got us turned around, which is nice. And as I said, folks, just that little run we did, we burned up a half a tank of fuel. So this thing is definitely going to cost you a little bit out of your pocket just to run it. That power comes at a real cost. All right, looks like we got a break here. We're gonna try to make her out. I guess I have been on this road already. Whoa, my gosh, I have the sensation that we were about to lose our bumper. Had to swing it wide there. Oh, that was ugly. Trailer got in the grass a little bit. Oh, that car's gonna try to pass. Oh, denied. Don't ever try to pass the two-stroke Detroit. At least not yet. We are governed at 65, being this is a World of Trucks load, and it looks like another traffic jam up here. Oh no, what happened? Somebody got pulled over. Oh boy. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is all backed up from this? Oh my word. A little friendly toot will make it all right. Oh, that's not that. Wow. Huh? Yeah. Well, desperate times call for desperate measures. And I know it'll make it more safe. I forgot to turn on my beacon lights. So let's see if this guy's gonna let us out. Just gotta kind of ease your way out. Oh, that's not good. Okay, I didn't. Yep. Well, we better get out of here before the Nebraska State Patrol shows up. Well, I don't know what. Okay, yeah. Well, that'll go on the record. I know some of you think, wow, crappy driving. Hey, I know how these AIs work, and I say this during the Twitch streams all the time. In real life, I have a clean record, so there is that. These AIs will not let you out. And then I'll end up with a 4-hour-long video sitting in traffic back there. It's really bizarre, because I have my traffic set to default, which I believe is 3, and it seems a little heavy in the middle of Nebraska. I don't know if there's really this many people or not. Oh no! Oh my god, that was a construction zone. Oh heavens, we are definitely, that's gonna end up on the record too. Oh, that's right in front of a state trooper. All right, see, we had our signal on. We're safe. Yep. All right, that's a little embarrassing. I do have the beacons on now. Should have the beacons on the tractor on too. All right, now that we're on Highway 2, should be pretty straightforward here. I really hate to take my foot off the gas. What do we got going on over here? Oh, I thought I saw an oncoming car. It's a bale of hay. Oh, sorry, no, we're not on Highway 2 yet. Just one more traffic jam and then we're good to go. So I am using Mack R here, and I tell you, in a truck like this, you just need it. Those mirrors are way out there on a broomstick, and it's just nice to be able to turn your head and use them. I know there's F2 mirrors, but I don't like having a HUD. Looks like he might be letting us out. What a friendly guy. All right. This thing has a pretty good... Well, you probably can't even hear it. I was gonna say, it has a pretty good horn in it. Such a nice sounding truck, especially if you put your window down. Let some of that fresh air in. This game has really made me fall in love with the Mack R, or I should say this mod, because this isn't part of the vanilla game. And I've always loved them. They've been around my whole life, and they're seen on lots of farms and construction sites all across the country, and I don't know, just being able to have one in the game. I know back in 2018, it was the first time I used it and did a little video hauling some logs or something like that. It was out in Oregon, and I had the log, I think it was a log trailer. I think I had a more, dare I say, realistic engine, or more common rather would be a better way of putting it. This engine in here is realistic, it's just would not be common. And like I said earlier in the video, I'm not sure if, I don't think that this 12V would have been factory option. My understanding is the Mack R's were generally between 200 horsepower, 300, and I think there was some factory option all the way up to 400. I could be off on that, but they were generally on the smaller, today's standards, a little bit smaller side of things. Back then, that was a pretty good amount of power. Getting back earlier to, yep, my light just came on. We have a little bit of reserve, but I passed up a station a little bit back there. I thought, well, maybe we can make it. I got 100 miles here to go, so I don't think that's gonna work too well. But yeah, getting back to the loads, I wanted to talk about that. Right now, everything changes, I think, like every update. Right now, the loads that are paying the most are gonna be propane and ethane. And if you guys ever follow along what I do on Twitch, I try to locate the best places and best loads for you guys to grab, World of Trucks loads and to be able to make money, because I've been running legit on my account with the money. I deleted all the crappy money from TMP, use a cheat engine to delete my money. Most people are doing the opposite, but I wanted to have a realistic, well, not realistic because the game's not like that, but a more hard mode kind of a thing, just running the loads, like where I actually have to care about what I'm doing. I can't just crash and flip all my loads, and I've been doing that and having a lot of fun. It's especially when a new state comes out and you have to buy a garage, it really costs a lot of money and you need to be running loads. So it's given me a whole new purpose in Trucking Simulator again. But propane and ethane are the big ones. And the best cities right now, there's several of them, but I'll give you like my top three, and that's Laurel, Montana, Winnemucca, which is in Nevada, and Glendive in Montana. Those ones are three to really look out for the good money. And you'll need a gas trailer, or you can use theirs. And then the other city that I've noticed, Fresno, California is not too bad. Then there's Ogden, Utah. Ogden has anhydrous, and any of the chems places, you'll find the anhydrous. Anhydrous is paying very good right now as well. So 149, it was those boom trucks out in Washington and in the West Coast. You'd find them paying bukus of money, especially out to Texas. I had some $500,000 loads paying over 200 a mile. Those days look like they're gone. Now it's basically 100 to 125 a mile is okay. 125 to 150 is good. 150 to 175 is excellent. I've seen loads of anhydrous up to 177 right now. So keep that in mind if you're looking to make some money and do it through World of Trucks, which I always recommend, because then you get to earn those achievements, and it gives even more reason for doing all these loads and having all this fun. If you're not using World of Trucks, I think you're missing out. I don't even run freight, haven't run it in 5-6 years, don't care about it. I mean, I just don't really find any fun in it, to be honest, when there's achievements hanging over my head and people can see like if you've earned your 1,000,000 kilometer, which I have been working on for 10 years, and I'm gonna get it one day. I know people that have done it in only a couple years, so I don't just primarily truck. But looks like we do have some fuel coming up and also some rain. Looks like we'll just barely make it. It'd be funny if this truck dies on me, though. Actually, it would not be funny in real life. Looks like right in here. Oh, yeah, and when it's wet, this truck really likes to push through the corners. All right, I do not see their fuel. think it's on the other side. Oh, and here I've got my window down. Oh, it's a fuel island out here. I don't know what it is in real life. I never like going to these fuel islands. It's just, you know, I've been to a handful of them, but to me, it's like when they don't have a canopy, it kind of makes me feel like it's not a very busy, well-used stop. And I'm always nervous about putting diesel in my truck that's, you know, from a station that's not turning it over very quick. I hardly hear it there with the rain, but it did just get full. Another thing too about that is the first time I filled my own personal truck up with diesel when we were on the road at a sketchy little station in the middle of Illinois in farm country. It was a sunny day, but there was a fuel island in the parking lot, and I was running out of fuel, and there was no fuel anywhere around. And so I had no choice, and I pulled into this place, and it had rained maybe the day before, but the entire island was underwater. I mean, the pump itself wasn't, and the concrete that the island was, or the pump was sitting on was not, but the ground was all in water. You had to drive through about 50 feet of water. Well, that's a nice guy. I think he's wanting to pull me over. And so I was filling diesel into our F-350 at the time, and the thought was going through my head like, man, I don't know if this station sells a lot. It doesn't look like it's used a lot, you know. And what if there's water like seeping into the tank? Like when I'm standing in water and there's 100 feet of water all the way around me, and I'm pumping this diesel into my tank, where you definitely do not want water. Water is very bad in a diesel, and you do have a water separator, but you don't want to rely on that. So it just was really sketchy, and of course nothing happened, everything was fine. But to this day I try to avoid places that don't look like they're well used. But it looks like the old Mack R isn't too fussy either. And we're getting back up to speed. We only got about 100 miles to go. Hopefully this storm isn't producing any large tornadoes. Crank those wipers up a little bit. Yeah, and just going back to the loads, if you guys are also looking for good money, of course, I have found the heavy hauls with your lowboy, either double or triple, so that you can get the weight, are paying very well out on the west coast of California. So if you guys are looking for something out that way, oh wow, this is cool. It's like a cattle lot operation. Well, I had that place pegged totally wrong. I've been to some of the evergreens, and I thought they were like a big greenhouse, the greenhouse nursery type place. But I learned something new today. And it looks like we've got an easy drop off. I have mine set to random, so sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not so easy at all. And that's the way I like it, because it kind of gives you a little bit of a variety. That'll be the end of the road for this beautiful truck today. Right as the sun is setting, that was a good long day's worth of work for the old Mack R. Shut it down there and give them the paperwork. Yeah, it looks like it was an excellent load, and it definitely counted. You know, I never noticed that before, and that's kind of funny because that's been there probably the whole time, but it says that that is my 719th World of Trucks contract. Well, that was a fun run in the old Mack R with the two-stroke Screamin' Jimmy, they call it. But I want to thank you all so much for watching this video, and please, if you have a couple extra likes, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. If you love the truck, and make sure you're following us over on Twitch as well, where I'm doing lots of convoying over there with other people who are watching the stream. Check out all of our G Portal servers. We've got them open so you can come and join us. And until next time, take care.